a freezy. And with me,
although not yet,
is...
Sandman099.
There you go. And we're going to be playing a different kind of game today. A game that has long been one of my favorite games to do with vampires. Haven't gotten that far in it, but it is a very interesting game.
Warning. Even if based on proven medical knowledge from 1918, Vampyr sometimes takes liberties when establishing possible links between scientific theories and supernatural creatures for theatrical purposes. In other words, do not try to cure any disease with any of the recipes shown in this video game, and no rats were harmed during the making of this game.
You know you just fucked up, right? Now you have to read all the text in this game.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I was just reading that because it was. I didn't know if it was like. It turns out that that was just a humorous warning, right?
Yes, it was. But
Yeah.
Also legal probably made them do it. In Vampyr, every action you can take can have consequences. This game uses an autosave system. Whenever this symbol is displayed on the screen, an autosave is in progress. Please do not close the game when this icon is displayed. Whenever that symbol flashes upon the screen, unlike in games like Jak and Daxter for the PlayStation 2, where you would want your progress to be saved, this game does that at dickhead moments where there's no take-backsies. Take responsibility for your actions, kids!
Yeah, so there's no save scumming in this one, huh?
Oh, no, you absolutely can save scum. You just gotta make sure that you save scum at the right moments.
Oh, I see. I always like the actions have consequences thing anyway. I mean, that's why in some of the playthroughs that I've done,
Recently.
I don't do the save scum thing, right? I just live with whatever the results are.
I have seen you save scum in Oblivion. I have seen you save scum in Skyrim and Fallout 4. But, you know, bomb on a train. Well, that's not worth a save scum in Fallout New Vegas. Fuck those people on those trains. They deserved to die.
Yeah, well, by the time I realized what was happening, it was already too late.
By the time you... There's a fucking bomb on the train! What do you mean by the time you realized what was happening?
Well, I thought I was going to be able to defuse it, and then when I went in there to try and found out I couldn't, well, by the time I realized I couldn't defuse the bomb, it was too late.
Uh-huh. Likely story. Likely story. Ooh, this
But
cursor
anyway,
is low.
as it turns out, things didn't really work out between me and the NCR anyway.
Spoilers, I'm not that far yet. I think the name of the speaker should be off for reasons I will get into when we get farther into the game.
Okay. What is that, the name of the character in the game?
No, subtitles. So, have you ever watched a movie with subtitles, and because they did their job too well, it betrays a character's name before they're even introduced?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I don't play that shit.
Yeah, some of those things are so detailed that when they're rolling text on the screen at the beginning of a movie or something, the subtitle says text rolling on screen.
Yeah. Yesterday I was like, I was watching something and it said, speaking Chinese. And I was like, speaking Chinese? Is it Cantonese or Mandarin? Completely took me out of the immersion.
Yeah. Well,
Completely.
actually, I have subtitles on quite a bit when I'm watching movies and stuff now, because since I'm old and I'm slowly starting to go deaf, So,
I just watch too much anime, so I have to have it subtitled.
ah,
Plus, when you go back and play older PlayStation 2 games like Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 1 and 2, or the Champions games, there wasn't always subtitles in those games, like Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, like all the time.
yeah.
So, you know, I'll be quiet.
Voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh.
It's starting now.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. It is perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. It is perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen. The falling
So what is this? Is this like Dracula arriving in England on the ship or something?
Reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science.
You know what?
I saw them build such vain cities.
That's an excellent question, and I still don't fucking know.
New questions flourish.
Yeah, well, just it has that same feel as in the original story, right?
There's also that Dracula Netflix show that's a limited series. I recommend you watch it.
I did.
Oh, okay, perfect. We'll talk about it after this cutscene, because this is very important.
Okay.
What is life but death pending? Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Well, that's kind of a crappy way to wake up.
You know, I've been saying this for years. When you booze, you lose, kids. When you drink so much, it looks like you're in the Upside Down from Stranger Things. You know you fucked up. Also, before we get started, have you seen Castlevania on Netflix yet?
No.
You should check it out. And if you haven't seen Edge Runner, you should watch that too.
I tried to watch a little bit of it. I'm not really a cartoon kind of guy, right?
I understand that, but the Edge Runner anime pairs so nicely with a playthrough of the actual game. Hey, look, I can see that person's heart and hear that person's heart.
Yeah.
I have played so many games like Kingdom Hearts, which the heart looks like a cartoon heart, like the the shape. That when I saw this, I was like, "What the fuck is that? Like her pancreas?" And then I was like, "Oh wait, that's what an accurate representation of a heart is." Okay. Should we talk to her?
Yeah, sure.
I can't move anywhere. So, the fundamental thing about humanity that I enjoy is the burden or the gift of choice of free will. Unfortunately, that's not what we have at this moment.
Wow, it's almost like an X-ray.
Mm-hmm. For those of you who weren't paying attention, said, "Oh my God, brother, it's you! I knew you were alive. You're okay. You're okay." Because what they do is, if this game punishes you for not wearing headphones, so if you weren't wearing headphones, you would not have been able to hear anything that woman was saying over the beating of her heart. It was too loud.
Oh. Actually, I can't hear anything that's going on in this game anyways, so...
Mary! Oh, no. Mary! Hold on. Please, hold on.
Yeah, apply pressure to the how many pints of human blood did you say you could take from someone before you had to piss a big gulp? Let's just apply some pressure, you'll be fine.
Well, I don't know if he could drink enough to bleed her out in that short of a period of time.
Oh no, he looked pretty hungry.
You know, in the TV shows and movies and stuff, it always shows that it takes like 10 seconds for the vampire to drain a person to death, but I think the average person has something like between 10 and 14 liters of blood, right?
Oh, I don't know, I'm not a doctor.
In their body. Well, no, I think I read that somewhere once.
And my wife is sleeping, so I can't ask her.
Yeah, she'd probably know.
Oh, she definitely will.
But, you know, like I think it's somewhere between 10 and 14 liters of blood, depending on the size of the person.
This is a nightmare.
And, you know, like to drink that much blood, I think it would take a little bit longer than just a few seconds.
Well,
because just imagine how long it takes you to just drink a tumbler-sized glass full of water, right?
Well, also, you're forgetting about what Lestat says.
Oh.
It goes so cold so quickly, even on rats, right? So you can't imagine like that once you've stopped the heart, that the blood in the body would stay warm very long, even on a human being.
Oh, Mary.
Which is probably why in that book you were reading, that guy drinks as much as he can, as quickly as he can.
Yeah, well, actually, in that book, those series of books, the lore is that vampires actually, once they start to feed on a person, they can't stop until they've taken all the person's blood, right? Which actually takes several minutes.
Speaking of which, when we're done here, I'm gonna need you to Discord.
Whoa! But you left me no choice.
I was just seeing if I could suck them dry, but we're not there yet. So I was like, I need blood points. You have to Discord me the name of that series, because I want to see if I can find it, because I found a place that has audiobooks for free, and I like to listen to audiobooks while I'm doing stuff.
Oh. Well, where I got those books from was on the Apple bookstore, right?
Ooh, that's cool.
Because I have them on my tablet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have a used machete.
Yeah. You just used it.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, look.
It is.
It's the ironworks. Do you think we're gonna find the forged here?
No.
I mean, do you like fire? If I attacked you with flames, would you like it?
No.
Also, I really don't like being shot, you know, but who does?
So which one of those three bars, like there's a yellow bar that goes up and down pretty
Stamina.
quickly. Okay, and then is there a bar below that?
I need help. Fucking leech.
You know what? I don't remember.
Listen to me.
I think there
can't
might be,
make
but I'm
any
not quite
sense
sure.
of this. Shut up, beast! Who
Oh.
are you? What is this all about? What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
Uh-oh, he's getting burned by the sun.
Well, that doesn't happen in Twilight. But I mean, when you have... But I don't believe the things in Twilight are vampires. I believe that they're cannibalistic fairies. Like Tinkerbell.
Find somewhere
Oh.
to hide. Let me go.
So the green bar is health. The orange bar is stamina. I'm level
Okay.
1, which is displayed there on the left-hand side. Does that guy have a fucking shotgun? No, it's a flaming crossbow.
Oh, that sounds bad too.
You think that's bad? You literally fight enemies later in the game who have the power of Christ. I'm not even joking. They literally use the power of Christ against you.
The ultimate weapon.
I mean, there's this one clip from this movie where this guy's like, I kick ass for the Lord, and he's a priest who does kung fu and he decapitates zombies with it. It's pretty gangster.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna spoil for you how the scene ends, but it's pretty funny.
The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
So, to answer your question, I think there is supposed to be a bar at the bottom that represents the amount of blood I've either taken in, like in games like Blood Omen, like a blood bar,
Uh-huh.
or it is a special meter for when you hit level 10, or it is the amount of XP you have. I can't remember. It's been a bit since I played this game.
Oh.
We're going to read this note, though. Oh, it's just a picture.
What have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us.
Well, that was quite the stop motion memory.
Yeah, and then he's like, whoever did this to us will pay. I was like, whoever did this to you, you're the one who just gave your sister a fatal hickey. I don't know what you're saying, you know?
Hmm.
Oh, new collectibles. Gotta read it. Oh, look at this. We have the legendary vampires, the Scowls, the Need for Blood, the Great Hunt, the Origin of Vampires, the Brotherhood of St. Paul Stoll, the Guard of the Prewin, Weakness of Vampires, Species of Vampires, and the Stories of Ascalon. Leeches do not fear sun or fire, and they do not burst into flames or ashes when they are caught under the rays of daylight. But it hurts them good, really good. I have personally chained a vampire to a tree to see what would happen when the sun rises. Jesus Christ! Its skin blackened in a few minutes as if it were burning from the inside. You can't leave meat on the grill, kids! Its eyes and flesh melted, and I saw its unholy bones move and squeal as this beast tried to escape all day long. In the end, only a desecrated corpse remained, which started to slowly regenerate. When the sun disappeared behind the horizon, I cut off its head to finally destroy it, and when I tried the same test with fire, the bloody leech never came back from the ashes. Fire is our weapon of choice, brothers. To burn the beast is the best way to kill it for good. From Know Your Enemies by Carl Eldritch, Prewin leader.
Oh.
He
So
sounds
the
like a
sun
prick.
will the sun will mess him up, but won't kill him, eh?
I kind of think that makes sense, because even though the sun is like the greatest source of fire and illumination in life, it would stand to reason that it's not the sun is so far away, it's not directly like setting them ablaze kind of thing. So it makes sense that like actually setting them on fire where it's localized would be more effective. From a scientific point of view, even though this isn't real. Oh, wow, she's all messed up.
Well, looks like she's been dead for a while.
If that even is a she.
Wait,
Well, it.
this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Go watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it to share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
That's impossible.
Oh, that was his watch?
I guess it is.
Yeah, because it looks like they tossed him off the dock or something, right?
Bastards.
Like I said, I'm only guessing just from reading the subtitles here because I can't actually hear what's going on.
Speaking of which, if we could just get a really long pair of headphones, like for one to go in your ear underneath the actual headphones, like an earbud headphone, it would solve most of the problems. And by most, I mean all of them.
Oh, well, I do have a pair of earbuds in right now.
Wait, oh, because you're plugged into the tablet.
That's right.
So I guess what you could do is you could put your headset that's plugged into the computer on so you could hear from the headset, and then you could also hear from the earbud. That way there's no overlap for the sound display on your end, and you could still understand what's going on. But that mirror's really fucked up.
Hey, I am going to try something here. Just give me a second.
No worries. We're just looking at the hickey we got.
Who goes there? Who's there? Are you referring to me?
Okay, try talking now.
Hello. I am the king of the ring, the master of sweater vests,
So much to accomplish.
the king of the checkerboard.
Yeah, you know what? I can.
I still have
Yeah,
so
I
much
can
left
talk.
that needs doing.
I can talk into the mic for the tablet here, and I can still hear you through my headphones.
Perfect. Ah.
There's just a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, there is always the delay, but that's the live feed, right? So this guy opted to retire.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now! No. There's time. I can save him. That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital! Done. He'll live. And now what? We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
Okay, so you're getting bits and pieces of memories from this guy?
Mm-hmm.
No, it never got easy.
Dr. Jonathan Reid. So what we know about him so far is he's a doctor, used revolver. So the used revolver does 45 damage. It's not very good. But the revolver can become the perfect revolver, but we're not going to... I don't think this is the gun I end up choosing. So then we got the used machete. So we have one hand, two hands, offhand, firearms. The other stuff we'll go over later. Okay.
Oh, okay. So under firearms, that's where you'd find the minigun then, right?
Yeah, there's not a lot of miniguns in this game, I'll be honest with you. I think I'm missing one piece of something in here. Yeah, just the minigun. Speaking of which, there's this movie you need to watch with Peanuts. It's and Rec V5. It's called Monster Squad. You need to watch it and watch it the whole way through. I promise, if you watch it the whole way through, every single one of you will be pissing your pants.
Isn't that
at
a
the end of the
fairly
movie.
old movie now?
I mean, it came out like late 80s, early 90s. But just because it's an older movie doesn't mean it's good. I mean, Starship Troopers is 20 years old. Let that sink in. Oh, fuck, that's a lot to read. 15th of October, bad sleep. Becky coughed all night, and the fever made her delirious. I heard a loud noise in the morning. It's a big machine some men brought by the banks dig a big hole into the ground. It was some sort of mechanical shovel. Maybe I should go there and ask for some work. Becky needs some medicine. The 16th of October, I talked to the men with the mechanical shovel. They told me they are digging mass graves all around London. Safety measures, apparently. Is there a new epidemic? Is the flu coming back? They had no work for me. Becky slept a little last night. The foundry has been closed, and there are no more jobs nearby. 19th of October. I went to London to find some groceries and drugs. No trains. It took me a whole day to cross the Thames and come back. Becky seemed better. I made a soup. She ate. I found no drugs, only a few syringes, and some sleeping pills on the black market. We have no money left. Maybe I could go to the Pembroke Hospital tomorrow, but it's so far. I fear leaving my wife for so long. 19th October. Becky threw up the meal a few hours after she ate. She is so frail now, it makes me cry. She says she hears voices outside at night. She says she wants to eat meat. Where would I find meat? Tomorrow I'll barricade the house to protect us from looters. 21st of October. The men with the mechanical shovel have stopped digging the mass grave. I heard shouts last night as if they were attacked. Now there are only a few boats throwing bodies day and night into the giant hole. The smell is terrible. We should have left this house a week ago, but Becky, she refuses to leave. She'd rather die, she said, with a nasty smile. Why is she torturing me so? 22nd of October. Becky just attacked me. She jumped on me from the stairs and tried to bite me. I had to smack her, but she smacked me back. I went upstairs and locked myself in the bedroom. Now I hear her crying and mumbling downstairs. I retrieved the gun I hid in the ceiling since the war to protect the house. Now I'm ready to use it to protect myself from my own wife. 23rd of October. I could not sleep at all. As John, I'm just laughing because like you can see his arms moving in the background. Because this is all very Resident Evil 1. I hid in the ceiling since the war to protect the house. Now I'm ready to use it to protect myself from my own wife. 23rd of October. I could not sleep at all. Becky spent the whole night scratching at the door, asking for my help, begging for me to let her in, but I was too afraid to open it. I'm just waiting for her to die now. It would be not too long. I pray to God it will end soon. 25th of October. I was so hungry I tried to go downstairs this morning. Becky was sitting in the armchair by the chimney. She was panting like a dog, looking at me without moving, just following me around the room with her eyes. I pointed the gun at her sore face, but... Oh, whoops, I pressed a button. Sorry. I pointed the gun at her sore face, but she did not react. I could just not pull the trigger. I went back to my room. 25th of October. The house is silent like a tomb. No more noises. Becky is dead now. Forgive me, my love. I was unable to save you. I'll be with you soon enough. Bloody diary. You still with me there, Mr. Sandman? Mr. Sandman?
I am, but I was waiting for you to finish reading that rather long passage.
There's lengthier stuff, so this must be Becky. Do you remember back in the day when we were playing Dungeons and Dragons?
Well, she isn't looking so hot.
Now, I mentioned back in the day when you were the dungeon master for Dungeons and Dragons, and yeah, you'll see why in a minute.
Yeah. This delay between when you ask me a question and when I answer is kind of confusing.
No sense
It can
at
be.
all. It's a nightmare. That's it.
Poor Dr. Jonathan Reid.
So, was this his house then, or what?
No, this isn't Dr. Jonathan Reed's house. No.
Rational thinking. Well,
Well, that's the end of the game. Thanks for joining us, guys.
And
Next
then
week
he
we're
finds
gonna.
out that didn't work.
Next week we'll play Doom. Thank you for joining me, Mr. Sandman. I'm kidding, obviously. Can you imagine if that was just the end of it? I chose the
Okay,
bad ending and
that's
just
it?
shot myself. No, that's not it. Can you imagine though? Oh, it looks like he's becoming a woman.
this is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
He's had his first period.
Well, it looks like he's going to have to find some other way to kill himself now.
So there
So
is.
is this a level up kind of that you're doing now?
Yeah. So the first one you have to spend on this. This allows you to heal yourself by draining your blood bar. You get blood from enemies, and some weapons can give you blood. Because sometimes when you hit a motherfucker, blood comes off them. I can't remember the difference. Oh, you trade instant health gain for greater regeneration. Right. Okay. So we're just gonna level this one up, and then with the remaining XP, we'll level up the way that I do. So we're not gonna look at tactical. We're not gonna look at ultimate or any of this shit. This right here, the science, that is just for that is for stuff that we're not gonna go into. I don't think in this first episode. The aggressive stuff is how you attack, right? You got claws, you got a blood spear, and you got shadow mist. Now, the blood spear is very fucking cool, but I am I really like the vampire ability to do claws, and I love this Big Thirst. Now, Big Thirst increases the amount of blood when you bite someone in combat, right? Then you have bite. So you can regenerate health from biting someone. And then you have hard biting, which is never mind. Increases the damage you do when you hard bite someone. So I like using my fangs and I like using my claws. Then there's body. Increase your health, increase your stamina. Those are very important. I level up very specifically, but you can do really cool stuff, like throw a blood spear at someone. Shadow mist and claws. We're gonna do claws. I level up a very specific way.
So I take it you have to choose from one of the ones that's not got a little lock symbol on it, right?
Yeah, so these are coming to level 5. Ultimates, they're level 10. There's quite a few different ones. They're pretty cool. Yeah. So I guess we'll just talk about science briefly. So medical bag can carry 3 serums. You want to be able to carry more serums. You also want to be able to carry. This is just for bullets. I'm not sure why a vampire, but that's just like his science tree. I don't think they knew where to put it, so they just put it here. It doesn't make sense that your proficiency as a vampire would would dedicate how many more cartridges or vials you could carry or bullets. I mean, that would just be like alteration to your clothing, you know? There's nothing supernatural about that. I mean, I'm a bag of holding, obviously, but I guess you could have a medical bag of holding. This is my medical bag, my murder satchel.
That voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am.
So,
I
kids,
must find him to understand what I have become.
we're gonna play a game called Count the Corpses. Is everyone with me? 1.
Okay.
1 corpse. Now you can see someone trying to break
One that
in.
was laying on the floor there appears to have gotten up and left.
I need to leave.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what I'll tell you about that Sandman099? I'll tell you, straight up, that it didn't try to attack us, and it's not down here. So you know what? It sounds like a whole lot not my fucking problem.
My head's spinning.
Well, I think it'll be a while before they can follow me. Why don't you come up here and fight like a vampire?
Yeah, they're unless they can do what you just did, they're gonna have to find another way in.
Like a grappling hook or something.
It's locked.
That door is locked.
I cannot.
Why can't you just break it down with your vampire strength?
It's locked, all right.
That's a good question. Maybe it's because I'm a newborn. Hey, look, I got a used stake. So the stake is used to great effect. And you know what its job is? It stuns a motherfucker.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
To kill other vampires?
Back home.
Yes, but it doesn't do what you think it does.
Over there! There's one of them! Die, vermin! This one stinks already.
Give me your blood, motherfucker.
There's a strength I never knew I had.
See, you just, you know, you use it to great effect to stun someone like this, you know. But plus, if don't light me on fire, you asshole. If you stun someone, you can get health back, you can get blood points, you can regenerate your stamina. Though the amount of health that we get right now is very pitiful. And even though this game says you... Sorry, go ahead.
This is just like one of those. This is just like one of those martial arts movies where everybody stands in a circle around you and they wait until it's their turn to attack.
Yeah, you're right. This is just like one of those martial arts movies where the young vampire martial artist has to find his way in the world challenging other dojos. Sorry. But yeah, it is. Like, everyone plays the polite game of, we can't all attack at once.
Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire.
Do you want to watch me heal myself? Want to watch me do it again? Pretty cool, huh? Want to watch me drink this guy? Give me your blood!
I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
Oh. This guy's got a shotgun. Give me your blood. I've had enough of you.
My reflexes. I'm not human.
Well, he's pretty much not doing anything except standing there while you beat on him.
Just fucking eviscerate this man, eh? He fights back a little bit, but it was too little too late. Okay. You know, there's no real benefit to smashing, like, destructible objects
So
like
breaking barrels and things, you find stuff in them?
No, I don't think I've ever found anything from breaking barrels in this game. I think they just put, like, them in there for realism. Like, if a supernaturally strong person with a machete decided to hack a barrel, it would break, you know? On the hard difficulties in this game, I've eaten rats. Rat lasagna is very delicious, you know what I'm saying? You ever had it? Your king and country need you. Join the British ranks.
Sounds tasty.
Doesn't it?
Well, you know, in Fallout 4, you eat bugs and dogs and stuff like that.
Beavers.
If only I had
Wait, no mole rats.
for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
Hey, look, food.
I have this thirst for blood.
I just ate a beautiful rat lasagna. So fresh you can just pick it right out of the pan.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Is there any more rat lasagna? Oh, okay.
It's locked.
Another locked door.
So did that dead guy have something to pick up there, or what?
No, unfortunately he didn't. Wouldn't that be a useful skill to just bamf across a chasm like that?
The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it. I cannot enter.
Yeah, really.
I found 5 whole shillings.
It's locked, all right.
I've never really found an effective way to make money in this
I don't
game.
know if you'd have much use for money, though. You can't go into any stores looking like that.
No, I might need to kill some people for some cleaner clothes.
What will London...
Yeah, but then you'll make their clothes all bloody, too.
Not necessarily. You can drink clean.
I've so many questions unanswered.
Can't wait till I get the ability to teleport. So, do you see how that said... So when Limehouse comes up, you'll see the district status is stable. It's very important. Because the more unstable a district is, the more dangerous it is.
Okay, so doesn't this guy have a house?
He does, but he's just returned from the war.
The man has been drained of all blood. But I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant. Fresh blood. The smell is so strong. It's locked.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Damn it.
Where has everyone gone?
There's no lock-picking in this game?
No. Why would a doctor need to pick locks? Hey, look! A lasagna on legs. Delicious.
According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail.
And this kind of leads you to what is known as a vampire safe house, or a hideout. It's where you can craft items, refill your syringes, your potions, whatnot, refill your ammo. Tinker. Because you can also make treatments, right? Like, you can make the treatment for Cephas, and anemia, and fatigue, pneumonia, bronchitis, cold, headache, migraine, and whatever the hell that says, neurology, and these are just serums, blood serum, light regeneration serum, that kind of stuff. Crafting is fun. Okay. Now, I think was there something in here I wanted?
But you have to have the right ingredients, I take it, right?
Yes, which is where the money comes into play. Sometimes you can find them off corpses or enemies. You see, I didn't have a lot of XP to begin with, but now I have 500 XP. I had 175, now I have 500. A torn page off of a diary? Well, are we not literary men? Where the hell did the torn page off the diary go?
So can you fall any distance without getting hurt, or what?
Yes, there's no fall damage. Supernatural reflexes. Ah, there it is. Torn page off diary. For looking away when I mock my color. I hate myself for crying like a girl when they insult me. I hate myself for swearing like a boy when they're gone. I hate myself for hating my parents. I hate myself for smiling when customers call me Sad Brianna. I hate myself for never finding the courage to tell Tom how I truly feel. I hate myself. And we just found someone named Sabrina Cavendish. Her name sounds delicious. So, here's something important.
Or what's left of them?
No, not yet. So, in this game, you can kill a lot of enemies and have a pretty healthy diet, but slow diet, so you have to grind a lot and kill a shit ton of enemies, okay? But you can also get XP from doing investigations. So, we just found some juicy hot tea or gossip that Sabrina hides feelings about her boss Tom Watts. Her social circle would just be Tom Watts. We don't know anything about him, we don't know his blood quality. And if we unlock all these hints, it will make her a very delicious meal. And then that little swirly gig over the head is called the mesmerize level. If we have a high enough mesmerize level, then we can lure her into a dark corner and drink her dry. But if we kill NPCs that are named, it makes a district go poorer and poorer and poorer until it's dangerous as shit, and then you'll get the bad ending, I guess, and then you'll get a trophy called London is Burning if you destroy all the districts. But you also see where it says blood quality, that big bar. So people in this game can have headache, and that would make their blood taste bad. So you want healthy people, you want to investigate like a detective, and then if you want to be a piece of shit and you want to eat them, you got to make sure you do investigate, because if you eat people out of haste, you're gonna be very hungry because they're not gonna give you the sustenance you need. Plus, there's different levels of mesmerization, And certain characters, like pillars of communities, like leaders of communities, can only be mesmerized by a very powerful, charming vampire, not a new little bitch pup like us. So, see, these are all the people, citizens who live in this district. We don't know who any of them are. There's a pillar of the community. This is her social circle, which is Tom Watts. And yeah. So, we now have to find out where this blood trail leads.
At last, a little life. Whoever he may be, the killer recently entered this bar. Maybe some of the locals...
They're going to throw him out when they take a look at how he looks.
Maybe.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
Well, that's convenient. I didn't do the laundry last night because it was the sewer dog.
Make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own.
Well, maybe you can kill people and blame the sewer dog too.
Wouldn't that be just perfect?
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bot.
So those 6 people I've killed so far, plus my sister, it was that damn sewer dog.
Here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
No, they don't.
That's right.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
This is 1918 England. It is very much not a free country. Spanish flu.
Oh, God, sir.
Rationing.
Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Where am I? Where is this
I
place?
don't drink
At my bar.
wine.
Blood. Oh yeah. I never drink
Last ray of light in this
wine.
dangerous part of town.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
Yeah, that sounds healthy.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Well, I just killed 6 people, and you know I'm convinced it's the sewer
Tell me
dog.
more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
They know
Do the
too
police
much.
have any leads on the suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
This sounds like the perfect place for me to start killing people and eating food. I should move in.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight.
Yeah.
The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Like a gentleman, I guess. Well dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Or he left through the window.
Flew away like a bird, did he?
Hello, sir. Are you alright? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
I didn't know I could move the camera angle. That's pretty cool.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar. Turquoise Turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started.
Oh, okay. This is that person whose diary you found?
Yeah, and you thought she was dead.
You don't seem to have
She hasn't even met me, the
Where
sewer
is
dog
it?
yet. You know me.
Most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. Not with the murders and all.
You know, if there is a sewer dog, if I kill them, do you think I can assume their alias? Is that how that works? If a serial killer kills another serial killer, do they get to be the new one? You know, is that how that works?
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers
I
to
don't
take
know.
care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
There's literally a bullet hole outside my shirt, but no one wants to talk about that, right?
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic.
Yeah, well, they're politely
now these terrible murders.
not noticing how badly dressed you are, too.
The murders.
I mean, there's a fatal hickey on his neck. He's wearing a bloody shirt with a bullet hole right through it that goes through the other side.
Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog. What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about
I guess the sewer dog doesn't like
Yeah.
walking in lasagna like me.
Thought we'd seen the last of them. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
You can't see me now,
And she's going, what a relief, that creepy guy. I thought he was never going to go away.
I hope I live long enough to see them wet boots
I
get what's
mean,
coming to them.
you're doing a really bad job, barmaid. Is it a whip? What? Okay.
I cannot enter.
That's a locked door.
It looks like just a length of rope or something.
Weird that it's just on there, but sure.
No place to be. Freewell has several patrols roaming the area. They're looking for vampires. They're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
Ooh, a scandalo.
But I require them.
I think someone tea is dropping.
Yes, sir. You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I told you the power of Jesus is not to be trifled with.
Say it's a vampire. Present yourself.
Yeah, that looks really uncomfortable.
Word. Would anyone?
He's like, let me get comfortable and sit behind this desk in this chair before the power of Christ gets put away.
And who might you be? not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them.
When molestation had a different meaning.
Calling card of a vampire, like you.
Yes.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I am performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago.
In other words, up yours too, buddy.
Pretty much, up your butt, Jobu. I love that movie, Major League. Up your butt, Jobu.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
And what exactly is...
Yep, back in the days when Charlie Sheen was still sane and Wesley Snipes was skinny.
We shall discuss it another time.
And when Wesley Snipes wasn't in jail, had not gone to jail for tax evasion. And interesting that we bring up Wesley Snipes because he's Blade.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Yeah. What are your intentions?
Street justice.
Pray we shall meet again.
You know street justice, right? That's where you take that tire iron you have in the back of your car, even though you don't know how to change a tire. Street justice. I know how to change a tire. It's just the joke. They don't really make you take shop class anymore, so there's lots of people out there who don't know how to change a tire.
Actually, they've designed that so that on most vehicles, changing a tire is actually pretty easy.
If Swansea is not my attacker,
I mean, yeah, with a tire iron, it was never that difficult.
Someone must know something.
It's a good thing you cannot see.
Evening, sir.
No, they even designed the tools and like the jack and the wrench and everything else so that it's easy to do, because they're trying to get it so that, say, a lady alone could do it, right?
Well, that's good. Or, you know, someone who's not very physically imposing.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
And I just hope for flying
What happened
cars.
tonight?
He was dead drunk as usual.
Like, we're already past the time period that Back to the Future 2 set for us. Where is my goddamn flying
He must have
car?
caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well, Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
He started to become very vampire-like.
Sounds like it. Dyson Delaney has fatigue. We can cure him with the
So you're
treatment for
not just
fatigue.
trying to make friends with these people, then you're...
Let's talk to Tom.
What do you mean? You don't? Do you make friends with a hamburger? I don't.
You're actually...
Hello, sir. May I just...
yeah, that's what I was going to say, is that you're scouting them to try and get their blood
I'll leave
quality
you
up.
to your bottle then.
That's right. I explained it to you quite frequently, in depthly. Like you want to make sure you get the best quality blood, so you play
Can't
detective.
say I have.
You know, Sherlock Fangs.
No one else came into your bar before I arrived.
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Lies.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Who is he?
William, just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah, like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. Can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only...
That's because he wanted to
customer and
drain
that's
your
the truth.
blood.
He sure did. He wanted to give you a sweet embrace.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Same could be said for you.
I have been nothing but the picture of politeness. Britons working together, skilled workers, engineering and kindred trades, enroll today as war munition volunteers. Ugh, sorry. Bit of a yawn there. Support the men at the front with a plentiful supply of munitions. You will not suffer in wages. Get into the factory line and feed the firing line.
What's been done to me? To this city? The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
Is this William's boat?
I don't know.
Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim.
This man was armed. He tried to defend himself.
He's wearing shin guards and arm guards.
What's this? Some sort of note.
Hmm. October 30th from G. McGillum to Dock Patrols. Object: multiple deaths in the docks region. We believe a nasty leech is involved. Locate the beast, purge it quickly. Warning: according to the recent reports, this vampire is very violent. Approach with extreme caution. I know we lack men in this part of town, but don't send rookies to investigate the case. If I'm correct, we've got a frenzied one killing each night. As always, search abandoned places first, like old houses, basements, sewers, or warehouses. Destroy the Leech Brothers.
These men. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge. It's locked, all right.
So much for vampire super strength.
Right. Give me your blood, sucker! That guy went down like a sack of potatoes.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
So what do you think of the game so far?
Well, it looks interesting, but you know, like it's gonna take a while to get things kind of figured out, right?
Well, that's the fun thing about a mystery, right? You don't always uncover it right away.
It's locked.
Definitely don't have very much
It kind
strength as a
of
newborn.
reminds me a little bit of Red Dead Redemption, the way that you interact with the world, though.
Stupid bitch! What's this?
I mean, I don't know why that guy just chose to stand there like an idiot. That's his problem.
Well, it looks like he's shooting you, and he has taken a little bit of your health away.
And don't think that doesn't piss me off, because it does. Oh, more guns. How would you guys like it if I shot you? Actually, I think I can do that.
You just have to figure out how. Wow, that guy's shooting the crap out of you.
And I shot him back. What's your vampire power? A 38 slug. Best people don't know this, but Dirty Harry was the best vampire, you know. Sure is. Don't worry though, you're about to join him. I really need a cooler set of clothes, you know, like. Okay.
You need to pick up their guns. It looks like they had like submachine guns or something.
Yeah, they were definitely doing way better than I was. Stay down, punk. Huh, okay. Oh god. I know some of the companies consider that the best advantage we have in our fight against leeches is that they can't go out in the day.
Another long passage.
Yep. Thus we can't hunt them down when they hide, powerless in their sleep. This is a rookie mistake, first because vampires are clever, and they have countless ruses and tricks to avoid being spotted in their den. Second, because they deploy many deadly traps to kill any intruders in what they consider their most precious sanctuary. It would cost us too much men and too much time to explore and eradicate vampires in their hideouts. The best tactic is to follow and destroy them when they really are vulnerable. When they hunt at night, it is much easier to attack them then, for they can easily be spotted. That's why the Guard of Prewin must evolve and deploy new tactics to hunt leeches. Small and mobile patrols, tactics based on technological advantages, modern communications. We can learn many things from the war in France. New strategy, new equipment, and new weaponry, grenades, white phosphorus, ultraviolet light, bulletproof vests, and a flamethrower. Oh my god. It's time for the Guard to embrace the 20th century. From A New War by Joffrey McCullum, proven leader. I don't like the sound of that at all. Those motherfuckers want to use a flamethrower against me.
Yeah, it sounds
How's
like
that
they're
fair?
better equipped than you.
Sure does. Apparently rats are always at hideouts. Come here. Come back, walkie lasagna.
Rah, 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 rah.
Hey, a rat flank steak is delicious, okay? Delicious.
I don't know. It still looks to me like the combat system is pretty one-sided. About the only time any of these guys are a threat to you is if you're outnumbered.
That is how it looks, but these guys are, it's funny that you just said that just now, because, that's about to change. That's really about to change. See, as I get stronger, so do they. Okay, finally. I like to bite hard, you know how it is. Okay.
The following night.
Yes, they all respawned. I could kill them again, but there's really no point because they're all worth so little XP.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Isn't there supposed to be... I am missing something here. We might actually have to go back and kill these assholes.
I can hear somebody talking. You must be close.
Yeah, no, we are, but I think I'm actually missing something. Look at that. 55 bite damage now. I can kill this guy just by biting him. Ow. I don't like being shot. I mean, that guy wasn't a vampire, but I just killed him by shoving a stake through his heart. So what does that tell you? Okay. Only 260 XP. That's not what I wanted. I need at least 300.
Yeah, but you don't have to be a vampire to die from being staked through the heart.
I mean, who wouldn't that kill? Just want to see if I can get 40 XP from killing these assholes, and then I can afford something else I want. I don't think
So
I'm
what
gonna
would
get it,
happen
though.
if that flamethrower guy actually managed to use his flamethrower? Would you die?
I don't think I fought a flamethrower yet. Maybe in the later game it happens? I honestly don't remember.
Well, that's what that last guy that you just killed had.
No, he had a, Oh, did he? I guess I didn't give him a chance to use it, did I?
Sure looked like a flame. Yeah, sure looked like a flamethrower to me, but mostly all he did was point it straight up in the air while you ripped him apart.
Well, I mean... That's why I'm alive and he's... I mean, that's why I'm dead and he's alive. I don't know.
That's why he's dead and you're undead.
There you go. So, there's this thing where people say they unalived someone, which is killing them. How do you unalive something that's already unalived? Like a vampire? Do you unalive it again? Oh, it's not gonna give me XP for that. I guess I just have to go do it.
I don't know, I mean, that's like the math thing where 2 negatives makes a positive or something.
Yeah. Fucking maths.
Yes, it's all very confusing.
It can be. Whoops. I just shot a gun off. No one cared. You know you're in a bad neighborhood when... Bang bang.
That's okay. You didn't need that. Yeah, you didn't need that bullet anyway.
Yeah. that was my... Oh, there it is. Check this out. I gotta use scythe.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
It sure looks like there's a lot of dead people in here.
Bedeviled. I must put it down.
Ooh, boss battle. Oh, you can bite other vampires too, eh?
So, there's this old proverb. If I'm gonna get next to it, I'm gonna fuck it. For a vampire, when I'm a vampire, if I'm gonna get next to it, I'm gonna drink it.
He doesn't seem to be as skilled a vampire as you are.
To be fair, this is only on normal difficulty, and I played this game a lot when I did play it, and I'm kind of remembering it. Plus, it's not that hard, it's just like some simple dodging. Just keeping in mind that I have to manage my stamina bar at all times, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I know, but he can't do that.
Well, he can drink me, too. Like, he can jump on me and drink me.
Yeah, he can't do that teleport thing.
No, this one cannot. I gotta use bludgeon. Oh, I did get a shotgun. A sawed-off shotgun. Jesus. And I gotta use scythe. Well, he's fucking dead.
Well, you're getting quite a collection of weapons.
Oh, yeah. There's the DLC weapon, too, but it's not actually that good. Oh, we'll take some money.
Let me go. William was an honorable man.
Who's talking now?
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
I see, so a Scowl is some kind of lowbrow vampire then, or what?
You know what? It's not exactly clear. You know how you and me have talked at length about how some species of monsters aren't exactly the monster themselves, but are subspecies? Like how like the Ferox tribe in Descent seem to be like kind of like a guttural feral vampire.
Go with a good Dr. Swan.
And the Beastmen are like elderly werewolves that no one gives a shit about except for the Overlord.
Hey, speaking of which...
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer.
Speaking of the subspecies, did you watch the subspecies movies on Tubi yet?
No. I've been watching Species movies. Like that alien movie. I'm halfway through the first one right now.
This poor creature can't be my maker.
Well, the subspecies movies are about a vampire.
I must find a place to...
A vampire?
Well, it centers mainly around one vampire named Radu, and He's the main villain in the movie.
Radu. Okay.
It's locked, all right.
Or rather, I should say movies. Yeah. If you just look in the search bar in Tubi and type in subspecies, then it'll show you all of the movies for it.
I shall do just that.
There's about 5 of them.
Oh, good. You ever seen Vampires with James Woods? Great movie.
Yep, that's the one where they shot the vampires in the house with the harpoon gun and then used the winch on the truck to pull them out.
Yep.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a while ago now.
What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself. Dr. Reid.
I hope that guy laying there unconscious is actually unconscious, otherwise he's getting a lot of exposition.
Reid, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reid. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reid, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
Oh, so you're finally going to get a change.
Yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant!
Well, this shirt has a bullet hole in
One
it,
for the book.
so...
The beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I don't know. I think the big, huge, back-sized blood stain is probably worse.
He's a doctor. He can just say it's someone else's blood. I was trying to save him from behind.
Well, that's not a spooky looking building at all.
To be concerned.
It looks
Worry
condemned.
no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reid here has just returned from the front. He served King Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
I have accepted Dr. Swansea's help. I will work at the Pembroke Hospital. I have no choice. The man knows about my condition, about what I have become, a vampire. I can't believe this. I don't know anything about this. Sorry, secluded medical facility. Everybody here will take me for what I am not anymore. Jonathan E. Reid, famous surgeon. I must lie to them all, to the patients, to the staff. This is my new home, where I hide from all who are after me, where I hide from everyone until I get a better understanding of what's going on.
You can do better than that. Nah, it's my turn.
Rotten old
Uh-oh, what's going on now?
life. Drink at this river. Try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Blood quality indicates how much XP you obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you
That
get.
doesn't...
Plus L2 to mesmerize Clay.
I said, that doesn't sound ominous at all.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Are we the hero this cursed country needs? Or are we just another parasite to feed off of it before it finally burns into oblivion? What say you?
Well, I don't know.
It's up to you to decide, not me. I will say this, though. This motherfucker's only worth 500 XP.
Is it?
It's up to you. You have the complete power of life and death.
Well, then maybe you should rescue him instead.
I was hoping you'd choose the Paragon option.
The what?
So in Mass Effect, there's two choices. There's Paragon. And then there's... Why is it making me do this?
Can you not go that way or what?
You can. There's Paragon and there's Renegade. Renegade... I think I have to do this so I can make the choice not to. I think that's what it's trying to make me do.
You probably have to release him, right?
Not tonight. Not like this.
Yep.
I will not.
So, Renegade is when you are a badass motherfucker and do whatever you want, don't care what the consequences are. And Paragon is when you're literally a paragon of virtue. You do the right thing always and forever. And he's just going to rest there and bleed out a little bit till I get some help for him.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let
Well,
his prey
you can't just take him back to the hospital.
famished hunter
No, that's beneath me.
along.
It's locked.
I don't think it's a good thing that the hospital door is locked, but I mean, that's just me.
Damn it.
Doctor, where have you been?
Is there not a bobby pin in the
Hiding
entire
inside with
city
new
of
staff
London?
members, no matter
Right.
how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds. That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital.
That was
Dr.
fast.
Your office has been
Right? Move on in. Moving on up to
I
the
would like to ask a few
side.
questions first.
Yeah, you've already the sign painters have already been in and put your name on the
When you
door.
accepted the job from him, I thought you would have known about your employer.
They know how awesome I am.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is Sutton. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Okay.
You get all that?
Sure did.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Let's ignore everybody else. And we need to find our weapon of choice. Should be right here. There it is. Best weapon in the game. The used fucking hacksaw. It's a goddamn hacksaw, you know what I'm saying? Then we get the perfect hacksaw. Cuts through meat. Bone. Goodbye, machete. Hello, Hacksaw. Patient, Thomas Elwood, male, age 28, followed by Dr. Tippett. Status, Kenna Bella. Date of admission, September 16th. Date of release to be determined. Notes, the patient's face has been heavily burnt and disfigured by a bomb during the war. Even with the use of the strongest sedatives, he affirms regularly endures severe pain from the wounds. As if the flame is still burning under the skin, he says. Examinations and cauterized tissues show no trace of inflammation. Infection or swelling, scars are clean. Could it be a case persisting of nerve damage? The patient never ceases to blame himself for the disagreement. Could it be a case of the guilt of the survivor? Phantom pain manifesting in the punishment for not dying for his comrades? You're gonna have to start reading some of these.
The print is too small. I can't see it from here.
Don't you dare play the old guy card. Put on your glasses.
It's locked, all right.
That's locked.
Well, I'm not playing the old guy card. It's just that when I sit here looking at the screen, the print is tiny.
Fair. Can you read this one then? Because the print is bigger.
Yeah, because it says Dr. Reid.
Excellent.
It's a very professional looking sign considering your short time of employment already.
They really put all the stops, eh?
Shadows, a kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Maybe they had another Dr. Reid and they just grabbed his nameplate.
Like, there used to be a Dr. Reid 30 years ago.
The other Dr. Reid will come to work in the morning and they'll have to take the sign off your door and put it on his.
Jesus. Well, there's a bed in here, so I don't think that's going to happen. Dear Jonathan, I asked Nurse Crane to secure an office for you on the second floor. Please forgive the austere decoration of the Pembroke Hospital is not exactly the Ritz. Sorry to let you discover your office alone, but I need to sleep a little before going back to work. I'm just a mere mortal after all. I also gave orders to let you rest and for the staff to never enter your room. You'll be able to sleep all day without being disturbed and work at night without any suspicion. I'm afraid the place is quite messy, but you'll be able to conduct your experiments here at your own pace. You'll also notice that there is an open window with scaffolding that you'll be able to use to enter and exit the hospital without being noticed. I imagine how awful, new and disturbing this all may be for you. Believe me, I have studied enough of the species to understand what you must be going through. Sorry, what you must now be facing and feeling. Be assured I'll do whatever I can to help you in this ordeal. Know that you're not completely alone facing it. I'm glad I met you these dark times we're presently facing. I hope your future coalition will yield great results. Welcome to Pembroke, my esteemed colleague. We shall talk soon. Yours sincerely, Edgar Griffiths. P.S. I left a copy of some of my notes concerning what I have discovered about Ekon in the last few years. Feel free to read them if you have some guidance, as long as you don't use this knowledge to take advantage of me. Okay. So, it's not letting me do anything except of... Oh, no, never mind. It'll let me analyze the blood.
The way you're yawning, it must be the...
It must be what, sorry?
It must be the middle of the night where you are now.
Oh, it is.
Yes, in the center of the universe.
So I don't know if it's the center of the universe. Honestly, everyone's like, you Easterner, and I'm like, it's where I live is literally like Castle Downs. 90% of the vehicles here are pickup trucks.
Green Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me.
Huh.
I must keep...
Actually, it's pretty funny little story to tell you. Earlier today, I started to watch a football game between the Riders and the Argonauts.
Okay.
And there were so many green jerseys in the stands, I thought it was a home game for Saskatchewan. But it turns out that it was actually being played in Toronto.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, there were more Rider fans there than there were Argo fans. It was like a home game away from home for them.
That's funny. That's actually really funny. Okay. Now we go to sleep. So what we're gonna do...
I guess that the Rider fans have earned their reputation.
For being a bunch of lily degenerates? I said it. Wasn't
for being such rabid fans that they'll actually travel hundreds of miles to see their team play.
Just like soccer hooligans. Wasn't that Velma's favorite team? The Rough Riders?
I honestly don't remember now.
Okay. Increase your blood capacity. What do you think? Blood capacity, stamina, or health? The increase is so minuscule at this point, it doesn't really matter.
I don't know. You'd know better than I do because this is my first time really seeing this game. So
fair. Well, we're really good on blood right now. Stamina is what's really been kind of faltering a little bit. So we'll worry about stamina at the moment and just leave it at that. Now you remember, the boss I killed, he was level 5. I was level 4 when I capped him. So we're a little bit stronger.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete.
Like I said, though, he appeared to be a lower brow breed of vampire than you, because he couldn't teleport or anything like that.
It's just because, so, kind of, but I don't think he is, but I think he might be. I'm not quite sure. But from what I remember, there's a couple different ones. So, there's a nurse outside the room being bitchy, whatever. So we're going to save it right here. I don't remember how to do that, though. That's going to be interesting, trying to figure out how to do that. Anyway, we're going to stop right here and continue next time. And next time, I will show you how to investigate, and you guys will get to see some new weapons. As always, I'm the Sweater Vest Gamer, also known as the Bloody Vest.
Yes, and I am Sandman099.
And we'll catch you guys on the flip side.